that Patron, that good old stuff you like. I'ma be your bartender, I got you. I know we fucking twice. Yeah.
All right, so girlies, let's talk, okay? Because I've been feeling some type of way. By the way, I don't know if y'all can see. It's so embarrassing. It's almost gonna, but you see these little hickeys? Hickeys were right here, right here, right here, right here, and all other places, okay? Now, I was being a little grown, doing my little grown shit, okay? Because bitch, I had a scratch, you know, an itch I just could not motherfucking scratch. So I had to call a friend, okay? And my friend came over and, you know, we did our shit. So more than usual, he was just so like kissing on me and shit. I'm like, okay, hey, hold on. My lip, look at my lip. He sucked my lip, sucked my chest, my neck. I had to put makeup on it when I went out today. I told him I had to call him. I said, don't do that no more. He's like, do what? I said, don't put hickeys on me. Bitch, I feel like when a nigga put hickeys on you, they're trying to label you. They're trying to, like, you know how a dog piss on a tree? They trying to do that. So I told him, I was like, don't do that. Like, we not, you know, I got to go out in public and shit like that. He just thought it was just funny. But, bitch, little did he know, bitch, I'm not even letting you fuck me no more. I don't like shit like that. I'm not yours, you know. Don't do that. So I feel like he just wants somebody to see the shit. And now I'm on here and a child. But, yeah, so if you notice that, that's what's going on with that. The more I have, and I'll say, because some of you know I'm talking to an older man and he drives trucks. And he just do not, I'll say do not, because I won't say he can't. He just don't give me what I need. And to me, I'm a Cancer, baby. My zodiac sign is a Cancer, so I need your time. I need your love. I need that physical touch, baby. I need those kisses. And with him, he's gone like 3 months out of the freaking, like, he's gone 3 months at a time. So I don't see him for 3 months. He texts me every day. When I tell you every day this man texts and calls me, every day. So I feel the love, but I need him, like, with me. Does that make sense? Like, I need him. I don't know. I need him with me. I need that physical touch. And like I told him, I don't really want to fully date him. So right now I would consider it dating, but to me, it's not like a something serious. You know what I mean? And I see myself just distancing from him because I feel like I don't want to lead him on, and I don't want him to get used to me and feel like I just conjured up all of these feelings for him, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I want him. So, you know, sometimes I don't answer the phone when he called because I want him to know, like, hey, you don't gotta talk to me every day, you know? Like, you my boo, but god damn. And right now he's going through a divorce, which is very nasty. His divorce is nasty, and what's going on. And then I recently found out his ex-wife is 38. So I'm like, damn, she that young? And mind you, this man is 65. So obviously he likes younger women, but right now he's going through a nasty divorce, and you know, sometimes he be clutching money. He don't be wanting to spend no money. I don't got time for that. Like, bitch, you got shit to take care of first. Take care of your old bitch, you know, that you still got on your dick, obviously. You know, get rid of that. You know, I don't want to be in that. And the more I talk to him, the more, even before I wasn't talking to him and I was, you know, had my friend or whatever, you know, just talking to, the more and more I miss my ex. Like, it's crazy. So I got to come on here to you girls and talk to you girls because I want to know, is that normal? Why do I miss my ex? And I thought about it, and I think it's because he's just familiar. Does that make sense? Like, he's just, I know what I'm getting into with him, and I know how he is. I know what he will do. I know what he won't do. We lived together before. And babe, when I tell you I am this close to calling him, bitch, when I tell you, bitch, I am so close to calling my ex, okay? And I'm not being shady, but I want to call him too because I know he'll take me back. I know he will, and because I'll take him back too, you know. And so I was doing some little research. Y'all know I don't have no Facebook. Facebooks are for senior citizens. But he has a Facebook. So I was like, damn, where can I... And I met him at a gas station too. So it's not like, oh, I can go on Snapchat and write him. No. So I was looking for him. He had a moving company. I Googled the moving company. Pulled up his Facebook. Oh, bitch, I know your middle, your last name, bitch, your date of birth, bitch, what he at. So, pulled him up, clicked on Facebook. I was like, fuck, I don't got no Facebook. So I said, I would literally have to make a page on Facebook. Facebook's so drummed out. I would have to make a page, download the app, download Messenger just to write him. So I'm like, ooh, should I do that? I was like, should I reach out to my ex? And the more and more I think about it, the more I lean to the left. Okay. But we're most likely to go back to our exes though. But I don't want people to feel like I'm the type of bitch just party hopping. Like, oh, it's not working over here, so let me go over here. No. It's that the simple fact, sometimes I think about him and I. And sometimes I really feel like I was overreacting with a lot of stuff. And I was like conjuring up shit that just wasn't even happening most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I would confront him and we would move past it, you know, type shit. And he would go out with his boys and shit, and I'll, you know, type shit. I won't get jealous, stuff like that. He will come back home. We stayed together. He came home every night. He went to work, and then he started getting a little lazy. So he started like calling out. I'm like, what you calling out for? Oh, I got another job. He was lying. He was leaving, going here, you know, type shit. And I was like, okay, what, you and your homeboy fucking? He was like, no, he be sending me work. But bitch, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nowadays, bitch, I have to ask questions. Okay, I don't know. And then I found out he had a using problem, a drug addiction. Well, I don't know. I would say addiction. But I found out he was smoking meth, and that didn't turn me from him, but I understood how he started to move. And I asked him, how long have you been doing this? He was like, oh, I've been doing it on and off. I was like, before you met me? And he was like, yeah, but on and off. So I was like, well, I could tell when you high when you come back with your friend, because he be so like weird, like, you know, it's like jittery or something. And I'm like, so-and-so, what y'all was doing? And he won't be able to look at me. He'll feel so like guilty because he never told me like, hey, I do, you know, this drug or whatever. It's like, I found out. So that was a little deal breaker. But what I always think about in the happy moments is when we spent Thanksgiving, Christmas, and no, I'm lying. We didn't spend Thanksgiving. We spent Christmas and New Year's together. I cooked Christmas dinner. He was here. You know, he had his feet up, bitch, watching the football game, shit like that. Me and my baby was cuddling. Like, I think about shit like that. He's a Leo, so me and him, we kind of bumped heads a lot. And it was because of how how stubborn he could be, and also how stubborn I could be. So I was like, okay, somebody got gifts, so let me just, you know, he trying. Because at first I was on his ass. He lost his job. I'm like, well, how you, baby, you got to go somewhere. You don't got no job. Then I was like, well, let me not do that. Let me just, you know, ride with him, see what's going on. You know, I heard him call the lady, and she told him it wasn't no work, and at that point, he stopped working for his business because his truck was fucked up because he had a moving company. So then he went to the Coca-Cola warehouse, and he felt like they was playing, so he kind of left. But my thing is, don't leave, and bitch, you staying here, because how the bills gonna get paid? Because now you relying on me, you know. So that had happened, which we got past that, and then I saw a little jealousy in him, because I know one time I was working, and he was like, when I was working from home, you know I work from home, so then we got into it one time. He was like, yeah, you think you all of that because you work from home. I'm like, bitch, who said that? He was like, I know plenty of bitches work from home. And I was like, you sound like a jealous ass hoe. That's what you sound like. You sound like a real deal woman, like jealous of another bitch. I said, that's not cute, and you should fix that. He got so mad. It was so polite how I said. I didn't even say bitch. I said that sounds like a jealous woman. Like that's something a jealous woman would say, you know. And I wanted to bring him down, like bitch, like don't. We not competing, and if we are competing, bitch, I'm not fucking with you. That's weird to me, like you know. But a lot of niggas do that. A lot of niggas be jealous of they women. A lot of men. So you got to watch that. When I peeped that, we had to talk. I was like, so what made you say that? Oh, I was angry then. But I said, well, you have to feel some type of way though about me working from home. Like, what's your He was like, well, I do feel like you're fortunate and you're blessed to do that, and I'm happy that I'm here with you. You know, like we had a lot of talks, and like I told him, I feel like that's a jealousy trait that you showed me, and as you being a man, and then I have you, and then you're here, and we living together. Like that don't make me feel like I'm on stable ground. You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, we kind of got past that. Then we got in an argument, and it was just kind of going downhill, girl. So, I remember one night he left, and I didn't know who he was going. He didn't even go with his friend, the friend that I met that he always would hang with, like his childhood friend. I was like, they got to be doing something, because bitch, y'all grew up together. You know, you grew up with somebody, you dibble and dabble. Like he sucked his dick before. One of them sucked each other dick, or they fucked before something, because y'all was childhood friends. Y'all saw each other dick or something. I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that. He like, no. But that was when I was trying, and like I said, I was making it bigger than it was, because he probably ain't even do shit with the man. I don't know. But bitch, I'm old enough to know, baby, at times, baby, that's your friend, you grew up, no shade. Let me move on. So, one night he left, and when he left, he didn't come back. And to me, that hurted me to the core. That really hurted me. But if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember correctly, I told him, I didn't tell him to leave or something, but we was just on rocky terms. And we had said some mean shit to each other. And I think he felt like, oh, I don't want to be here with this, type shit. So he left. My thing was, you still stay here. We're still engaging. We're still in a relationship. So at least you could have did was tell me that you're okay. At least you could have did was tell me where you were. Because, you know what I'm saying? We're dating. And that's just all I want. That's just all I want from him, And this was his first time doing it. So I knew it was something going on. So I called him. This was like, I couldn't even go to sleep because he wasn't, here. So I called like 2:33 because I was trying to be tough. I was like, fuck him. He gone like, bitch, I ain't about to chase after you, ho. Like, the fuck? I was like, oh, let me call him. It was 2:33. Call him. He picked up. Yeah, la. I'm like, where you at? Why you didn't come back? Because I don't want to be there. Like, you tripping and da-da-da. And I'm like, at this point, I was like, damn, is this why? Like, damn, this is me. Like, I fucked this whole, like, I'm crashing out type shit, So I told him, I was like, well, I'm sorry you do feel that way, and maybe we can talk, more about it and whatever case may be. But I said, but Ike, you not coming home is a fucking deal breaker for me. Like, where are you? And he said, I'm with a friend. Now, I could hear, how in the phone you could hear like a car, like the tires or the air in the window. So I'm like, what, you in the car? Where you going? He was like, oh, I'm with a friend. I already told you. Like, he had an attitude from the previous argument that we was in, right? And so I was like, okay, cool. So then after that, I hung up. Bitch, I start calling his phone back to back. Bitch, when I tell you, I called his phone like 32 times back to fucking back. Okay? He didn't even answer. Then he picked up like the 30th time. And he was like, why the fuck you calling my phone this much? I said, because you're ignoring the call. The fuck? I'm like, if you answer, I'll stop calling. I was like, why you not coming home? Are we done? Like, what's up? Like, are we finished? And he was like, click. And I'm like, so he came back here. I had his shit packed at the motherfucking door. And the next day came, he called me. Now, mind you, we stand together, so like his stuff here and everything. So he called me. I didn't want to talk to him because you hung up in my face, so I ignored his call, right? Boom. Then I end up calling him back later on in the day. And then a trans girl picked up the phone. And I'm like, She was like, hello. I'm like, hello. She like, I was like, who is this? And she was like, so and so. And I'm like, who is so and so? I'm so and so's friend. She was like, I'm so and so's friend. Who are you? And I was like, oh, we playing this game. So I said, well, let me play along again. I said, well, I'm his cousin, and he's staying with me, and I just wanted to see if he was okay. So I was like, I was calling him because he called me, you know, to see, right? Baby, do you know this girl said, oh, well, he was spending out at my house because he was saying that he couldn't go back to where he was that night, and the girl he's with, you know, she was tripping, X, Y, and Z, da da da. So I was like, okay. So we kept talking, and then I told her, I was like, well, I'm gonna be truthful to you. I said, I'm not really his cousin. I'm the one who he's staying with, and I'm just trying to see where he at. Is he okay? By that time, she already told me the whole rundown. So at that point, I'm in the door, so I'm trying to know more shit. So I'm like, how long you been knowing him? She was like, well, I've been knowing him for about 2-3 months. Now, at this point, we knew each other for a year, but we was dating like 8 months out the year type shit, you know? So she was like, oh yeah, I was just da-da-da. So I was like, okay, well, are y'all dating? Like, what happened? She was like, no, we didn't. Last I was like, did y'all fucking? Like, what's up? She was like, no, last night we didn't fuck, but we do turn up together. And turn up means do drugs, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I'm trying to make it seem like normal because I want her to feel like I'm like, oh, you know. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now, mind you, that whole day, I was talking to her, trying to get tea from her. She was like, well, I said, where is he now? She said his best friend came, the same guy I met. His best friend pulled up to her house, and I went outside, had to talk to his friend or whatever, and you know, chill with his friend, because that's how him and his friend, and I feel like him and his friend was doing meth too. I don't know at this point, you know. But him and his friend, she said that him and his friend went to the car. She's like, yeah, you know the guy that drive the so-and-so truck? I was like, yeah, that's his best friend. She's like, yeah, he went out to the car with him, and then he came back and he went to sleep. And I said, okay, where did he sleep? She said, oh, he slept on the floor. And I'm like, okay, she could be lying or she couldn't have. The whole point is that, bitch, you're at another bitch house. I don't give a fuck if you didn't even look at her. You're at another bitch house. So in my mind, you fucked her. Does that make sense? Like, you fucked her because you at her house. She didn't come home. Baby, next thing you know, I get a phone call and it's him. And I said, hello. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I had left and I forgot my phone here. And I was like, okay, where you at? Mind you, we're talking, but he's still there at her house because he had to go back and get his phone because he left with his best friend to come, you know, back home. Baby, I guess she took his phone. When I talked to her earlier that day, she was at the nail shop with this boy phone and picked his phone up when I called. That's how we talked, you know. She took his phone. Baby, when I tell you he was on the phone and she was like, well, yeah, me and her had a whole conversation and we friends now and this and that. And I'm looking on the other side like, bitch, I don't know. That friend word a little too loosely you using it, you know, in my mind. So I'm sitting back. I'm seeing what he gonna say. He was like, you don't fucking know Lala. She don't like you. She don't even hang with bitches like you. You know what I'm saying? She ain't no trashy hoe like you. She got a job. She's classy. She got her own shit. I'm like, yes, baby. You better clear. I said, okay. So he was really riding for a bitch, but next thing I know, she came up to him and she said something. She was talking shit, something, and then I heard a little ruffle. He ended up hitting her, I think punching her, slapping, or doing something like a 1-2 jab, something. Next thing I know, I heard the phone fall and it went off. And I was like, oh my God, is he okay? So next thing I know, Miss Thing, she's calling me from her number now. And I'm like, oh. So she says, hello, Lala. I'm like, yeah, who's this? Bitch, at this point, I'm like, bitch, I'm about to block all y'all hoes, bitch. I was like, yeah, who's this? She was like, so-and-so, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, da-da. She was like, how about this nigga hit me? She was saying, I got the police right here. Now, mind you, she ended up calling me like 30 minutes from that happening, 20 minutes, you know, because when the phone hung up, I was like, I'm not going to call back. I'm not going to call back. You know where I am. You spent over that bitch house. Y'all doing drugs. Y'all turn up together. Fucking whatever y'all doing. Now you mad at the hoe because she exposed you to where you was. And I knew you was with a bitch. So now he mad at her, cursing at her and want to fight her because she talked to me and told me everything. Baby, the police was there. I didn't even believe her until I motherfucking heard, you know, the chirping thing with police, with the walkie-talkie, whatever. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, they really there. She trying to keep me hostage on the phone with her. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, girl, let me start dinner, girl. I'm about to go. So she said, hold on, let me tell you. I said, well, girl, I got to go. Bitch, we're not about to be friends. And you trying to fuck the same nigga I'm fucking, girl. You're really crazy, you know? So she ended up sending me a picture of her. And I'm like, girl, you know, no shade. I'm just like, okay. I think she wanted me to send a picture of me so she can tell people, oh, this who so-and-so dating. You know what I'm saying? Or something, I don't know. But I think that was her thing. But when she sent me her picture, I said, oh, you're beautiful. And bitch, I'm not sending you my picture, but thank you for sending me yours, you know. Girl, when the police came, that's when I called him after I got off the phone with her. And he told me he was okay. And he'll be home shortly. So at this point, when he got home, it's just like I just let it all go. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yes. I'm like, well, I'm happy. I was like, did y'all fuck? First thing I was like, did y'all fuck? He was like, hell no. I said, so why you went over there? And that's when he, you know, he had to be clean with me and tell me that, you know. So that's when I found out he was doing that and stuff like that. Find a nice psychologist for him because he had a lot of issues. He raised in church, and you know his daddy. He got daddy is you know his daddy and mama divorced when he was younger, and that bothers him with his dad. You know he want to be close to his dad. His dad is in North Carolina. He has a big mega church. His mom is here in Atlanta, has a big mega church. So he's a spoiled brat. He's spoiled. He's a Christian man. He's a good man. When I tell you he's a good man, Savannah, he's a good man. He just needed to come up out of that, you know. And at that time, I couldn't pull him up out of something I couldn't pull him up out of something when I'm trying to, you know, do my shit. You know, I couldn't. I felt like, and I don't want to use this word, but I feel like I can't babysit you. At least even right now, bitch, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my own bills to pay. And then how much you care about me, you're not even holding down a steady job. Like, you had a job when I first met you. Had your business, whatever. Had your job. Then, you know, the shit happened with Coca-Cola. He felt like they was trying him. And he left. And I understood because I'm not going to let no job try me either. But, like, you have bills to pay. So, you just felt like I'm going to just leave it all on her. Now, mind you, after he stopped working, he did get, like, unemployment. And he got, you know, shit like that. You know, he got food stamps, you know, stuff like that. And he also was still doing his business, but he just didn't have his car. So his homeboy was taking him, you know, with his equipments because he had a truck too and stuff like that. But I say that to say this is that I miss him. After all of that, I still miss my ex. Am I crazy? Am I delirious? Am I, like, delusional? Am I, like, desperate? Am I, like, what is this called? I mean, can somebody tell me, do other people fantasize about their ex or being back with their ex? I like, have to know. I literally have to know. Please, y'all, the girlies in the comments, J-Babies, please comment down below. Tell me, has this happened to you, girl? Because I'm going through it, you know? And also tell me, do you think I should reach out to him? Even if I reach out to him and say, hey, how you doing? Because he did reach out to me last before we broke up and started, you know, staying together and all that, you know. He did reach out to me and say, how you doing? I'm like, and I didn't, you know, respond back. But I told him until he gets help, I don't want to date him. I don't, you know, so. I think now he just feel like, oh, I reached out to her, she ain't reached out to me, so fuck it. That's how he is. That's his Leo ways, you know. Like, I'm not about to kiss her ass, you know. So, I don't know. But tell me what y'all think. Comment below. Like this video. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed too, because bitch, like, it's a banger every time a bitch drop a video. Stop playing with her, okay? But yeah, Unpopular Theory is coming soon. I'm about to do a video real soon for Unpopular Theory, so I'm gonna keep you guys entertained. If you do, by the way, if you do want to donate to my channel for, I'm gonna get a new backdrop for like ring light, stuff like that, or if you just think I'm a real awesome streamer and you just want to support either way, buy a bitch lunch. My Cash App is in the description link below, area below, so you can always donate if that's what you're into. I'm not big and I'm not, you know, but if you like, donate to a bitch if you fuck with me. If not, just a like. A like, you don't gotta pay for a like type shit. So just like the video. That's all I really want you to do is like the video, no shade. And watch the video, if you want me to be honest. But until next time, thank you girls for joining me, and guys, because it's a whole bunch of guys watching me. I found out, I looked at my analytics and it's equal. Well, no, it's more, I think it said it was more men watching me than women. I think I'll have to go back and check. But I was like, what? Niggas is watching my YouTube about stuff like this? But I love y'all, though. I think y'all come from my Snapchat. I don't know if this is my Snapchat, but I love y'all. Y'all are so supportive. Y'all are on my Snapchat. Y'all support a bitch. Y'all talk to me. I fucking love y'all. Okay? But I'm about to go to sleep because I wanted to talk about this because I couldn't sleep. And it's not I couldn't sleep because I wanted to talk about this, but I just couldn't sleep. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just get So I'll talk to y'all next time. Again, thank you so much for watching me, J Babies, and I love you so much. Until next time, I cannot believe this boy done sucked all on my body. Oh, he was all on my body. Bye.
Happy hour takes you to a world.